Hello, party people. Just giving a life update. I was experimenting with a sleep schedule from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. and it was actually working out for a while, and I didn't really mind it. Um, at the same time, I noticed I was like, I don't want to say I was isolating myself, but I sort of was, and to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Um, I wouldn't say I was ecstatically, ecstatic and like super happy or anything, but it was a nice change, and I know that sounds weird, but I didn't mind. Just I've been browsing around at some of my interests, trying to figure out what the next community is gonna be. Um, I I don't know when I started that, but apparently it's a thing now. Um, I'm just I wouldn't say I'm depressed, at least not anymore, but just everything's very so-so, and I don't think that's a bad thing. In terms of the gym, ever since that time that my gout flared up, and then my dad needed to use the car because my mom's car was being fixed. I've been out of sync with a gym schedule, and like I started thinking that I needed, to be doing it every other day, just because I found that I rested better that way. But at the same time, I wasn't going as often or as long. Um, but I'm figuring it out. So if anything, that's the last thing I'm concerned on my mind. Um, Bumble, right? That's always interesting, right? Uh, I'm not even sure what qualifies and what doesn't qualify, but I've been talking to some people, and you sort of see the interesting side of humanity. I mean, put it that way, on these dating apps, and I don't know. I feel like everyone is trying to rush me, but at the same time, like I'm not in a rush. Um, I have to figure out what's going on with uh like I know where I want to work in terms of what field, but actually getting a job there, I don't know. Or do I even see myself being happy there? The answer is I don't know. But I don't know what else to say. Which usually means I go on for another minute or two. I just I don't really have a life plan right now, and I've realized that I don't need to necessarily. There's nothing says I have to go with the norm, and be married by a certain age, be you know theoretically have any kids at a certain age, but obviously that's the last thing on my mind. I feel like there's a push for me to be thinking about those things, but I'm not. I'm really not. Like when I was asked to stay here in the city I grew up in, at least the latter part of it, just a lot of things haven't been a priority for me. I don't want to say I'm miserable here, but let's just say there's plenty of places where I'd rather be than here, and there's really nothing I can do about that. So the sooner I accept it, or even accepted it, it makes things a lot easier because I don't want to say I can move at my own pace, but I'm just a lot of things that concern me don't concern me anymore, and not concern as in like I associate with, but concern as in um, feel occupied about, feel like I should be thinking about. And I don't think the quote unquote people who asked me to stay, I don't think they realize that. I can't make them realize that. Um, but I hate to sound petty at this. Is this their fault? Yes. Yes, it is. It's I don't know. For me, it's plain and simple as that. Like, this is not my fault. And I'm saying it's entirely theirs. I'm saying I don't have to make the best of a bad situation because other people expect me to. I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel and feel as taken advantage of, as neglected as I do feel. And I'm not mentioning any names, but I think it's easy for you guys to figure out. And I could be called ungrateful and whatnot. How am I ungrateful when I was doing what I was asked to do? And I did. This is what I'm doing. Because this is the indirect result of what you asked me to. Alright. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you later. I'll make a video about something. I don't know, think of it. Probably before the weekend's over. Alright. Take care of yourselves and each other.